F-150, Ford F-150 truck. I know, the Chevy people are going, fuck it, we don't care. But I was happy, right? My mother was still in India. I had a vehicle that was working. Sent her a telegram. It simply said, good karma. Now you're beginning to piss me off, folks. Let me explain the rules of Hyenas to you. Applause is good karma. Drones is bad karma. Let's get some of the good karma. And at this stage, I have reached the lowest point in my comedy career. Not because of you, you guys are lovely and fantastic. But as a comedian, I'm ordering people for an applause. That's what we call fucked up. I'm beginning to channel those hip-hop stars. You know what I'm talking about, right? They're supposed to talk about emancipation and freedom. Have you gone to any of their concerts? Yo, put your hands together. Yeah, put your hands together. Say yeah, say yeah. No, I don't want to say yeah. I paid full price, just sing, fucker. People spend, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 years to get their PhD. In the hip-hop scene, we have Dr. Dre. How the fuck did that happen? The part that I really don't like is shameless self-promotion. Every hip-hop song has to have the name of the singer in the song. Nelly Talk, City Listen, City Talk, Nelly Listen, J. Lo from the block. Houston's own Destiny's Child, they have a song, Bootylicious. How does that song begin? Michelle, can you handle it? Kelly, can you handle it? Beyonce, can you handle it? In the damn song. Temptations never did it, Supremes never did it, Sting never did it. On top of that, Destiny's Child has the audacity to have a song, Say My Name, Say My Name. Fuck no. You can say your name again and again. Here's my problem, okay? I have lost my ability to give directions. I'm blaming it on Beyonce. Somebody asked me, where is the gas station the other day, right? So I said, just go straight, and then it's to the left, to the left. So the guy is making a U-turn, flipping a finger at me. You've been hearing so much about this whole terrorism and all, so I want to give you kind of a different perspective, right? American culture is spreading radically in the Middle East. It's for the first time in the history of Afghanistan, they celebrated Mardi Gras in downtown Kabul. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Mardi Gras in downtown Kabul. This is what all the men were saying to the women. Show your face, show your face. Even the Taliban is getting on the action. They have a new video out. It's called Girls Gone. I guess before I forget, right after the show, I'll be selling one of my CDs. It's called The Bombay Cowboy. That's the one that we hear on Sirius Satellite Radio every day, 3 or 4 times a day. Thank you. And so come on by, say hello, and we'll negotiate a deal. Seems like 7-Eleven, okay, we'll negotiate a deal. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So, I'm talking about all this world stuff. I'm still a student of English language, as you can tell. So one of the things that puzzles me, how come there is a word like aftermath, but there is no after gym or after biology? And have you noticed this? Aftermath of everything is always bad. In the aftermath of the hurricane, in the aftermath of the bombing, people are dying. No wonder kids in America are afraid of math. They're really afraid of the aftermath. A couple of school teachers here I gathered, yeah? Yeah, talking about aftermath. By applause, how many of you still remember this whole Hurricane Katrina and Rita fiasco? Unbelievable. Nobody had any clue when to evacuate. And through all that experience, I figured something out. I learned a lesson. So, if you are here's what I learned. Do not watch the Weather Channel. Do not read the paper. Just drive around town. If the Grand Chinese Buffet is closed, haul ass. Some shit is going down. Yeah. Came to America to pursue a graduate degree in chemical engineering. So I have a PhD in chemical engineering. All 7 of you, thank you. And tonight I'm doing comedy at a club that's next to a restaurant called Fu Kim Ho. Something got fucked up. See, as a chemical engineer, I got laid off more often than I got laid. I found out that Bill's character in Big Blue Ball. And on the day of the layoff, there is too much drama. Too much emotions. We need to cut it out. You know how we have fire drills? Right? Fire drills and fire alarms? We should have fired drills. The alarm goes off, you pack up your shit, you hug each other and leave the damn building. Last week was tough for me. I had my first prostate exam. Before I could say anything, she had 4 of her fingers in. And she went in and out, in and out. I'm not sure if that was all necessary. I'll say one thing, I was in pain when I finally left my dentist office. Of course, what happens is, you go through this painful experience, and then I needed to make some emotion, some joy. So I went to a gentleman's club. You know what I'm talking about? I think it was a gentleman's club, I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think it was that, and the girl walks up to me and she says, "Hi, my name is Cindy, but my real name is Ashley." I don't know how to use that information. Why is she telling me 2 names? What am I supposed to do? So I said, "Hi, my name is Sai, and it's raining in Cairo." Okay, then they started doing their table dance routine, right? And they started it, and I began to cry. Tears started flowing. And I realized something at that very moment. Women really dig this. Men crying in public. They really dig this. All of a sudden, they were offering me discount, like one for $10, and all kinds of stuff was going on. Next day, I found out I'm allergic to silicone. Oh, wait a minute, I wasn't at a gentleman's club, I was at SMU. I'll just bring this home by sharing with you something. By applause, how many of you hate going to the doctor's office? Sit there, and across from that, usually what do you see, right? You sit there in the waiting area, usually you see a little translucent sliding window, behind which sits the bitch. And you have to ring the stupid bell to get the bitch. You have been there, I don't know, for a couple of hours, somebody walks up to you and says, "Follow me." And your demeanor changes. You just act like you won the lotto or something. Yeah, I'll follow this person. Yeah. Look at the rest of them as losers. You walk through this narrow hallway. You turn to the right. You look up and it says exam room. And you're like, the doctor is about to see me. Exam room. Bull. That turns out to be waiting area number 2. They have a bed, right? They have a bed, they have lotions, they have gloves. Last time I went there, I had a knee problem. I looked to the left, there was a diagram of the vagina. So I licked it. because you're waiting for the doctor. And then you hear footsteps and some enticing conversation. And it becomes louder and louder and louder. And like a little puppy waiting for the master, you move closer to the door. Is it my turn now? Is it my turn now? And then just to mess with your head, they do something to the damn clipboard and they're gone. You have been waiting at the sex dungeon for 3 hours doing nothing. Alright, so last time I was there, this is what really got to me. The receptionist, the nurse, and the doctor, they all said the same thing, as if they've gone to some kind of a training. Someone will be with you shortly. I don't like that at a deep, philosophical. Someone, nobody has any fucking clue who that is. But it's honest. Someone will be with you. You need that to make a sentence. You're stuck there. Shortly. This is where the human deception, the lie, the duplicity, the hypocrisy comes in. Why do they have to say that? Why can't they just say, somebody might be with you sometime in the future? I'll take that. I got had it. I'm about to leave the joint. As I'm walking by, Miss B from behind the window opens the window. Mr. Ranade, your payment? So I write on it, on my check, someone will pay you shortly.